We on? All right, we on. Shalom, shalom. All right. We are the Hebrew Israelites prophesying the downfall of this wicked-ass kingdom, Babylon the Great, a.k.a. America, man. Once again, out here on the highways and byways through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Before I begin, I'm going to go ahead and face the east and give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Shem Yahushai, Hashem, Ha, Rekah, Wadai. All right. Yahweh being the name of the Heavenly Father, right? Bahashem in the name of Yahushai. Okay, the name of the Heavenly Father's only begotten Son. He delivers, right? He is salvation. He the deliverer, right? By Hashem, in the name of the Rekah Kodash, the Holy Spirit, all right, which has moved on me once again to come out here on the highways and byways and prophesy the downfall of this wicked, disgusting, dirty kingdom, Babylon the Great, aka America. All right, so once again, we out here in this wicked ass, dirty, decrepit ass place, man. Dirty ass Babylon, man. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead through the Spirit. Spirit led me to John chapter 4. And I'm just going to get straight to the point in verse 38. So this is John chapter 4, verse 38. It says, I sent you to reap that whereon ye bestowed no labor. Other men labored, and ye are entered into their labors. All right, so we've entered into the labors of the men that were before us, the Israelite men that were before us out here prophesying on the highways and byways, man. We're not the first people to do this. You know what I mean? Hey, we're singing a new song, okay? Yet this new song was sung before, man. We are reiterating that. We are reiterating that new song that is being sung, okay? To the best of our ability through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Now, of course, this weekend starts, so-called spring break or whatever the case is, so you got a bunch of weirdos and bug outs out here. The population, is increased, 2, 3, 4 times fold. You know what I mean? And nobody's watching for prophecy. Ain't nobody worried about, Chip. Ain't nobody worried about the Lord coming back. That's the importance of us being on the highways and byways. To show our people, okay, the people that are on this sign, the sign that's right behind me, okay? And to prophesy the downfall of this wicked-ass, dirty-ass devil, the so-called white man, okay? Which he is the devil, man. I don't know if the camera picked that up, but hey, it's the devil. All right, this nigga is obsessed with death, man. You are death. You're death personified. You're a rat, man. You're fucking, hey, Esau's a fucking weirdo, man. Okay? Anyways, so, going from that point, we're gonna go into Obadiah. Okay, I also have a list of precepts from the camp that was held earlier this week with the brothers in Mobile. So, Lord's will, I can go into a couple of those points. And whatever the Spirit allows, Lord's will, the Spirit moves, in me and through me, through the Spirit, power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and edify the whole elect. It's kind of hard to find Obadiah because it's such a short, book. So forgive me. I'll just look it up from the front. talking about? What is this speaking about? What is Obadiah seeing? He's not only is he seeing, the destruction of Jacob, right? He's seeing the destruction of Esau, Edom. Okay, because best believe that Jacob is destroyed, man. Jacob don't know what the fuck is going on out here. That's something that happened from the jump. Okay, Obadiah is gonna, speak about not only the exalting of Esau, Edom, the red man, the self-proclaimed white man. He's going to speak about Jacob also, right? Okay, so we're just going to start from the top of Obadiah once again. It's very to the point, man. Obadiah is very to the point. All right, so this is Obadiah chapter 1 and verse 1. It says the vision of Obadiah. Right, so this is something that Obadiah's, through the Spirit he saw, okay? Thus saith the Lord power concerning Edom. So concerning the self-proclaimed white man, right? We have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. So you really don't have to worry about, about us per se. Brothers out here on the highways and byways. There's not really nothing you got to worry about with us. You have an actual real physical threat, which comes in the form of these different nations and these countries gathering together. Okay? It says, verse 2, Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised. So who is, we got an example. Let's get an example right here. Nigga think he's slick. He hiding. He not hiding. Anyways, Behold, I made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised. So the people that are on this sign are constantly being called the minority. You 12 tribes of Israel, you are the majority. You are the majority of the people that are here. So there we go. There we go, Esau. Pop out. All right. It says, the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high. That saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? So in his mind, okay, this nigga does not imagine going down. He don't imagine being put into captivity, being put into chains, right? Where did Esau go? Esau walked off, man. Okay, he couldn't take the heat. All right, it was starting to register with him. Okay, these are the scriptures. All right, now he's in the complete opposite alignment. He's a complete opposite alignment of the scriptures. So he had to bounce, man. He had to bounce. Okay. Basically, anybody who ain't right through the Spirit, you gonna have to bounce. Okay, the Spirit gonna get you up out of here. He may, give a weird look, whatever. We don't give a fuck what you so-called white people are talking about, man. May the Most High destroy every single last one of you self-proclaimed white people, man, woman, and child. That's right, man, woman, and child. May the Lord destroy you, goddamn niggas, man. And the Lord hates you. The Lord hates you. Therefore, we hate you. Okay, we hate what the Lord hates. We love what the Lord loves. The Lord loves the elect of Israel. The Lord loves the elect of the people that are on this sign. If you're not the elect of the people that are on this sign, okay, may Yahweh Shemai Shai destroy you, man. Okay, so it says, verse 5, it says, If thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Will they not have stolen till they had enough? If the grape gatherers came to thee, will they not leave some grapes? So that's the ultimate thief. Once again, we have the ultimate example of thieves. They coming up, they walking up. Hey, this place has been stolen. Look, curses. You can't make this shit up. Beautiful. They going the other way. Hey, because they know they through, man. You so-called white people, you know that you're through. You know that you're done, man. There's nothing that you can do. You might as well just pack it up. Pack it up. But you're not going to pack it up. This nigga is like a evicted guest. All right, okay. You had the condo for a while now. Okay, you got your eviction notice. So now, guess what? Now guess what? Now it's about to get physical. Now the Lord is gonna have to return. All right, and prior to the Lord returning, the MOTB has to be implemented on a worldwide scale. You know what I mean? Okay, and after that, basically, that's your last call, man. That's it. Last call. You done. You through. Okay, and we can't wait. We can't wait to see you confounded, confused, not knowing what's going on. We can't wait for that, man. Ain't gonna be no more riding and gliding in the breeze, man. Okay, you're gonna have some shit to answer for, man. You're gonna have some shit you gotta explain. Where are the so-called white people explaining how they put Jacob into captivity? Where the prophets at? Since you claim to be the people of the Lord, where you at then, man? You're full of shit. You full of shit. 2/3 of Israel, 2/3 of the people that are on this sign, you full of shit too. You should be asking that question. Why, the scriptures speak about, the children of Israel crying out, crying aloud, asking the question, why is your ass still here? Why your ass not in captivity yet? Asking the questions, when is the Lord gonna be back? But instead, what do we got? We got a bunch of niggas. We got a lot of niggatry at work going on out here. It's a lot of you niggas, man. The Lord's gonna fucking destroy you niggas. The Lord is gonna destroy you niggas, man. 2/3 of Israel, your time is up, just like the so-called white man's. Your time is fucking up. You're through, okay? We're gonna continue to prophesy that. We're gonna prophesy as long as we need to, through the spirit and power behind Hashem Yahushua. Alright, we see you dirty ass crackers. We don't give a damn. Okay? May you be destroyed. May your whole household be destroyed, man. May everything that you know and love and hold near and dear to you, may it crumble. Okay? Because now is the time. See, this Jacob time, man. This Israel's time. This is time for Israel to wake up and know who he is, man. Okay? So once again, fuck you damn crackers. Alright, so Obadiah chapter 1 and verse 6. Well, actually, no. Let me read 5 again. If thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes? Yeah, so what your red ass doing, man? Stealing everything. What the fuck are you doing? At least a thief, like let's say a heathen. Let's say a heathen steals all the change out of your car, man. Let's say you got, $14 in change. You're gonna leave, at least a couple quarters, at least 75 cents, $1. That's how you know. Really, that's how you know if an Edomite stole from you. If they can steal every fucking thing, or 2/3 Israelite. They're coming in the same wave, man. You really can't tell apart an Edomite from a 2/3 nigga. It's really hard, because they're coming in the same similar spirit, man. Something is off with 2/3 of our people. We here to prophesy against their wicked ass too, man. May Yahweh Hashem Yahushua destroy 2/3 of Israel. Alright? Because your ass, you just as bad as the so-called white man. Only difference is, at the end of the day, you're going to be okay. You're going to be alright. You're going to be in the kingdom. Alright? Safe and sound. And Esau Edom ass is going not only into captivity, but after 1,000 years, he's going to be completely destroyed and done away with. That's really the only difference. Right? Because Jake has the mentality of fuck the elect. That's how 2/3 of Israel sees the elect of Israel. Right? Basically, oh man, fuck y'all. Y'all ain't shit. Y'all act like y'all better than us. Y'all act like, y'all's dietary laws sets y'all apart. Y'all's laws, statutes, and commandments set y'all apart. The way that y'all deal with people and situations sets y'all apart. And you damn right. Okay? We are better than you niggas. That has to go through your mind, man. We better. Okay? Anyways, Obadiah 1 and verse 8. Shall I not in that day, saith the Lord, even destroy the wise men out of Edom and understanding out of the mount of Esau? So first you're going to be confounded and then destroyed. This is what's going to cut you. Just like war, you have confusion, confused noise, the people don't know what's going on, and then destruction. This is what we're speaking about. We're speaking about after that 1,000 years, okay, your red ass gathered up. You don't know what's going on. Okay, now you gonna know. You gonna know. The Lord's gonna put the spirit on you to know, okay, I'm about to be destroyed. You're gonna be lying. Oh, we ain't do nothing. Even after that 1,000 years, man, you still gonna be lying your ass off. Why are you doing this to me? That's gonna be your red ass. And what we gonna be doing? Hey, we gonna be inflicting major pain. Like the movie Major Pain, we gonna be inflicting major pain on you damn devils. I can't personally. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to whipping your ass every day in the kingdom. Brutally. But once again, let me reiterate, in the kingdom. Alright, so Obadiah 1 and 9, it says, and thy mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. So all you high, modern day man, you know what I mean? You see the Edomite, he's seen as the modern day man. There go Jake again. I guess Jake doing fucking circles. But anyways, Esau, he wants to consider himself the most up to date man, like we all got to be like him. We don't want to be like your red ass man. All right, a lot of you damn devils, you don't shower, you stink, you smell weird, you smell off. You just got a dirty, wicked nigga spirit, and the Lord sees that. The Lord sees through that. You can try to be crafty, and try to crouch down and lay low. Yet ultimately, it's the determination of the Lord to expose you damn devils for what you are, man. You are the wicked. You are the devil that the Bible speaks of. The self-proclaimed white man. You are the damn devil. Somebody has to play the wicked. Another example. Somebody has to play that. Everybody has their part to play. You got the righteous, and you got the wicked. Hey, better them than me. And see, that's what you damn devils were thinking about during slavery. Well, man, hey, I feel a certain way about these niggas being in slavery, but what can I do? I'm just one man. Hey, that's how we feel as the curses is being put upon you. We like, damn, hey, that sucks. But we wish more hell upon you niggas, man. Hey, shame. Hey, they had the spirit of shame, man. I don't know if the camera picked that up. 5, 6, 7 kids, they all looking sad and shit. You should feel sad. Your ass should be ashamed, man. This is an atrocity done to the people that are on this side, man. It's a lot of answering that you're gonna have to do. Okay? Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shai. You're gonna have to do a whole lot of answering. Another Edomite. That's crazy, man. But that, once again, a disruptive spirit. But you can't let that throw you off. Anyways, all right. And what's the reasoning for this happening? All right, goes into verse 10. All right, so this is Obadiah chapter 1 and verse 10. It says, "For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever." So it really wasn't just being rude to Jacob. It's really putting these people in captivity. That's really where you messed up. And then, of course, propping yourself as the vision of the Lord, right? Which that's blasphemy, right? You can't do that. Okay, so it says, "In the day that thou stoodest on the other side, in the day that the strangers carried away captive his forces, and foreigners entered into his gates and cast lots upon Jerusalem. Even thou wast as one of them. So the people that are on this sign went into captivity under every single nation here on the earth. This is what was taught in school. It's not taught in school no more, as far as slavery. See, the transatlantic slave trade goes beyond America, South America, Africa. It goes into the farthest parts of the Netherlands. Okay, Japan, China. Okay, this is something that happened to our people, man. And who did it? The self-proclaimed white man. Right? It says, "If thou shouldest not have looked." But thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother in the day that he became a stranger. Neither shouldest thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction. Neither shouldest thou have spoken proudly in the day of distress. So when we was jacked up, when we was messed up, what was your red ass do? You were congratulating. Good job. Y'all were fist bumping each other. Yeah, we got these niggas, don't we? You were telling the other nations, keep putting hell on these niggas, man. Don't let up on these niggas. Toasting. All right, you were giving Jake out. Like when you buy one, get one free shoes, that's how you were selling Jake. All right, well, I really don't have the room for this nigga here, so you can have this nigga. That's basically how you saw us, man. That's still how you see us. You just see us as like a product, Anyways, continuing on, it says, it's like, yeah, this page is messed up. I don't wanna mess it up. It says, Obadiah 1:14, it reads, "Neither shouldest thou have stood in the crossway to cut off those of his that did escape, neither shouldest thou have delivered up those of his that did remain in the day of distress." So, okay, the Israelites, we were getting our ass beat, jumped. Alright, we go to the left, okay, Esau, the other nations are there. We go to the right, Esau and the other nations are there, man. We getting hit from all kinds of angles. Okay, certain jakes, they may have, fled to a certain area, so what they do, they get ran down on, man. The same things that you're doing today, you was doing back then. Lynching, burning, raping, robbing, and murdering, man. Okay, so going down to 15. "For the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen." Let me read that again. Obadiah 1:15. "For the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head." So you gonna get it. Ultimately, you gotta get it. You got to get this work, man. Once again, somebody has got to answer for this. Okay? Somebody got to answer, man. It's just, it ain't really much you can do but take these lickings. Yeah, Esau, when you bring up the fact that Esau sold us into slavery, right? Fucking demon yelling and shit. But as soon as you point that out, all of a sudden, okay, we all to blame. No, that was man. That was man's mistake. But which man? The self-proclaimed white man. Hey, you know what the fuck you did. You know what your red ass did. And you know what's gonna happen because of that. All right, so I'm gonna finish reading Obadiah, and then I'm gonna go into some of these notes that were written down. So Obadiah chapter 1 and verse 16. For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Yea, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been. So your ass is not going to be recognizable in the kingdom. You're going to be completely unrecognizable. You're not going to be able to be patted down and washed down. Your ass going to be dirty, man. You're going to look fucking horrible. You're not going to recognize yourself. All these high level devils. Okay. You might see a glimpse, of your reflection, or something like that. You're gonna lose your mind, man. You're gonna be crying and shit. Just like Jake. Very rarely did Jake see his own reflection. Except for maybe if he was by some water or something, he kind of looked down. Okay, but Jake was looking beat. Okay, if you can imagine how a slave look, a slave ain't looking too good, man. That's how your ass is gonna be. All right, anyways, it says, Obadiah 1 and 17, but upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possession. So, in the kingdom, 12 tribes of Israel are gonna rule, man. We're gonna have everything. It's nothing that's not gonna belong to us, man. So we have to take on and adopt that mindset while we're here, right? That it's going to be eventually we're going to have to rule, man. You got to have that rulership mentality, because right now you in a society where you're ruled over. The people that are on this sign, y'all are ruled over. Okay, all of y'all. Verse 18: in the house of Jacob shall be a fire, in the house of Joseph a flame, in the house of Esau for stubble. And they shall kindle in them and devour them. And there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord has spoken it. So all you goddamn devils, you're going to be rounded up and you're going to be burned. And it's going to happen. It's going to happen. This is something really in reality that's being set in place before your very eyes. So it's ultimate. There's nothing you can do. You're going to still fight it, but it is what it is, man. That's what you prophesied to do. All right, it says, verse 19, it says, and they of the south shall possess the mount of Esau, and they of the plain the Philistines. And they shall possess the fields of Ephraim, and the fields of Samaria, and Benjamin shall possess Gilead. So, Jake gonna have his portion. It will, as far as, Judah gonna have his portion, Benjamin, Levi, and in the northern kingdom, everybody's going to have their, particular piece of land, yet Jake is going to dwell, amongst Jake with no issues. There will not be one scuffle or fight in the kingdom of heaven as far as the Israelites are concerned, man. You're not going to have Jake beefing in the kingdom, okay, this guy versus that guy. No, man. Everything's going to continue as it should, right? And 100% perfection, 100% righteousness. These are the things that we have to look forward to, okay? The 12 tribes of Israel. This is what you have to look forward to. Being perfect in the kingdom, man. Okay? It says, verse 20, and the captivity of this host of the children of Israel shall possess that of the Canaanites, even unto Zarephath. And the captivity of Jerusalem, which is in Sepharad, shall possess the cities of the south. Right? And the last part is basically the most important part of this whole, this whole chapter. All right, Obadiah chapter 1 and verse 21. And Savior shall come up on Mount Zion to judge the mount of Esau, and the kingdom shall be the Lord's. So if the kingdom is the Heavenly Father's, right, and he has bestowed that to Yahushua, okay, and then Yahushua is giving that to us, then that makes us what? That makes us heirs of righteousness. That really, ultimately, that makes us, the ultimate trust fund babies. Like how you got a trust fund. That's the ultimate trust fund. the kingdom, right? We got to wait until a certain time. We got to wait, basically until the Lord returns in order for us to get that, in order for us to get that prize, so to speak, And this is a prize. This is the ultimate prize. Ultimately, this is the Lord coming back and giving you people what? You Israelites. Let me go ahead and make that specific. All right? Giving you perfection. The 12 tribes of Israel being perfect, man. That's what Israel has to look forward to. Being in perfection, man. There's nothing better than being perfect. What's better than being perfect? Nothing. We don't gotta be around these fucking weirdos, right? We don't gotta be subject to, you gotta do an insurance claim if somebody rear-ended you. It's not gonna happen, man. Everything's gonna be in order, man. The animals are gonna be in order. Okay, the earth. Okay, the water. Everything's gonna be in order, man. Nothing is gonna be out of place as long as Israel is ruling, which Israel's gonna rule forever, man. So all you heathens getting out of line, your ass gonna be beat into subjection, like the brother Lockama said, with a rod of iron, man. And that shit ain't gonna bend, okay? I'm gonna whip out all the stops, giant. What's the game? Golden Axe. We gonna actually have the ability to do that. Okay, I'm gonna make a Moabite. Okay, or more Ammon. I'm gonna probably have Ammon do it. Create a sword out of all gold. Sharpen it. You start whipping ass, man. Why? Because we've been set up as the judges in that time, man. So as time is going on, the pride of this place is being brought lower and lower and lower. This is a time in which what? Okay, we prophesy the downfall of this place, and then what happens? The Lord continues to push that vibration out, right? The America is through, vibration. Because you devils, you small among the heathen, man. Even the heathen hates you. The heathen has a disdain for you, man. All right, everybody has a disgust of the self-proclaimed white man. Now, whether they say it or not, it is what it is. All right, but they do. Okay, you too through. You too done. You out of here, man. We won't have nothing. We won't have nothing to say. When your ass start just fucking really catching hell, we're talking about when the chip comes around, man. That's when you devils, you really gonna be catching hell, man. Because what, you're not gonna be able to, diddle. You're not gonna be able to diddle kids. You're not gonna be able to. There's certain things are gonna be put on lock. You're not gonna be able to go certain places. Okay? Because right now you're able to kind of free roam and, do what you want to do. But it's gonna come a time where unless you a super elite, your ass gonna be on lockdown. You're not leaving the house, without a soldier's say so. You know what I mean? But anyways, the spirit just has me getting on Esau, man. And all these notes that I basically wrote down are about Jake. So I'm just gonna go to Micah real quick and speak on Esau once again. The spirit just has me, speaking on and getting on Esau ass, man. Cause something ain't right about you damn devils, man. Something is off, man. And as the days going by, more and more is being revealed. You being the wicked is being revealed, man. Okay? And yeah, you got some decent looking Edomite women out here. Okay, whatever. But your ass still going into captivity too. And big booty and a big pair of titties don't matter to the Lord, man. The Lord, that's all carnal bullshit. Okay, in the eyes of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. He not worried about that, man. He's the one who created that. So of course he not, that's not something he's worried about. So let me go ahead and look in the front, because this is kind of jacked up. Little side notes. Bear with me, Salakia. Alright, so this is Micah chapter, I believe it's I want to say it's 4. A specific part. It may be, I may be mistaken. But this is Micah chapter 2 and verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. So right now, this damn devil, it's in the power of his hand. He has the ability to do this. He has the ability to rule over us, man. This bullshit. Alright? You waking up. And you're like, damn, man. Captivity. Jake just fucked up. Jake out here just back hurting, neck hurting, bills coming in, you drive to work, you gotta worry about, getting beat to death. Not only by 12, but also, hey, just Esau. Esau can hop out and just do damage. And then not only that, 12 will basically be on his side, man. All right, Micah chapter 2 and verse 2. It's Salakia, but I was just thinking about this through the spirit. A lot of you damn devils, you out here getting smoked too. All right, they, 12, click clacking. Putting the two-tone on you, that's happening to your ass, man. So now it's being reversed. You seeing the curses, even though 2/3 of Israel, you're basically the curses incarnate. You niggas are just jacked up, crazy as hell, fucking looking up in the sky, talking to yourselves and shit. You fucked up. Okay? You fucked up. But ultimately, Esau, Edom, you really catching a particular certain hell, man. All right, it says verse 2, and they covet fields and take them by violence. So how did you acquire this place? All right. You raped, robbed, and you murdered, man. It is what it is. It is what it is. We passed that, man. Why don't you go ahead and admit it? Bow your neck down and get chained up. You're not going to do it. That's why it's going to take the Lord coming back. Okay? And then prior to the Lord coming back, the mark of the you-know-what, the MOTB, has to come onto the scene. That flag, that banner has to be flown, so to speak. That you know what I mean? Because the MOTB, that's basically a signifier. Once we see that being put here on the earth, down here on the earth on a mandatory scale, that's like a flag being flown back and forth, basically telling the elect, hey, y'all need to rally. Y'all need to go harder. That's why through the Spirit, we've been going harder, man. Going harder, pushing, cranking out through the Spirit, power of Yahweh Shema Shai. Because we know, right? We know that the time is short. We know that we only have a little small window. Okay, we know that the sun is setting for Esau, Edom, yet the sun is rising, okay, for the elect of the 12 tribes of Israel. You Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians. And you speckled birds. Hey, more demons out here. And you speckled birds who may look like the other nations. Yet your line goes back to Israel, man. All right, so this is Micah chapter 2 and verse 2. Once again, starting off from the top. And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So you completely stole a whole nation of people. This is a lot of people, man. Okay, this is the 12 tribes of Israel, man. This ain't just one, this ain't just black people. This is you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay? It says, verse 3, therefore, thus saith the Lord, behold, against this family do I devise an evil, from which ye shall not remove your necks, neither shall ye go haughtily, for this time is evil. Bad times, man. Bad times. So you're not going to remove your neck. You're not getting out of this. See, because somehow, man, the wicked can always kind of backflip their way out of judgment. That's just how the Lord has it. The Lord will make it seem like, man, the wicked can't be punished. Yet all the it's just like when you have a high level case and they start to collect all these charges. All right, it's gonna seem like they're getting away till one day, boom. All right, they getting that spiritual indictment. Okay, and then all the evidence is stacked up against you. All the evidence is stacked up against your red ass. So you're gonna have some explaining to do in that day. Yet it's gonna be time for judgment in that day, so we're not gonna want to hear it. Okay. And it ain't gonna be quote unquote humane. Okay, you're gonna be getting your ass beat in the kingdom. You damn devils, you're gonna be getting your ass handed to you in the kingdom, man. Anyways, Micah 2 and 4. In that day, Salakia, in that day shall one take up a parable against you, and lament with a doleful lamentation, and say, we be utterly spoiled. He hath changed the portion of my people. How hath he removed it from me? Turning away, he hath divided our fields. Right? So let me read that once again. Micah 2 and 4. In that day shall one take up a parable against you, and lament with a doleful lamentation, and say, we be utterly spoiled. It's through, right? He hath changed the portion of my people. How hath he removed it from me? Turning away, he hath divided our fields. Right? So look at Jake. Look how Jake is all just fucking broke up and destroyed, man. Therefore, thou shalt have none that shall cast a cord by lot in the congregation of the Lord. No mercy, man. No mercy. Prophesy ye not, say they to them that prophesy. Yes, you don't want us out here prophesying. Nah, fuck that. Don't prophesy, right? What do they want, right? They shall not prophesy to them that they shall not take shame. Yes, you don't want to be shamed. We speaking on the shame of Esau, Edom. We speaking on the shame of the 2/3 of Israel. The shame on the heathen, man. Right? It says, verse 7. O thou that art named the house of Jacob, is the spirit of the Lord straitened? Are these his doings? Do not my words do good to him that walketh uprightly? So had we done right from the jump, we wouldn't be in this situation. We wouldn't have the other nations ruling over us. Yet this is what we got. This is what we have to deal with. Alright? It says, verse 8, even of late my people is risen up as an enemy. Ye pull off the robe with the garment from them that pass by securely, as men averse from war. So look at us. Look at the children of Israel now, man. We're see the people that are on this side are seen as the enemy of the world. In which really, in reality, two-thirds of Israel, you are the fucking enemy of the world, man. Why? Because you're coming in that same vibration as Esau, Edom. See, Esau, Edom is the true enemy of the world, man. This is why they calling you out. This is why, okay, they pulling down the Columbus statues. All right, they bringing up. Okay, they bringing up buck breaking. Okay, they bringing all that up. They're bringing up apartheid. They're bringing up, Roe v. Wade. They're bringing up all this. Now this is being put on the forefront. You have some things to answer for, man. Well, we don't gotta answer it. Ultimately, your red ass has to answer for these atrocities that have been, pushed on Israel, man. So let me actually let me start up and let me go to verse 3. Okay? Because through the Spirit, technically that was broken down wrong. I was speaking as if this was speaking about Esau, when in reality this is speaking about Jacob. So forgive me. Let me go ahead and start at 3 and go down to the part where I was just at. So this is Micah chapter 2, and Barakatah Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, for the Spirit revealing that. Because, obviously, you have context clues and whatnot, but it's the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai that reveals to us, the complexities of this book. How does he do that? By having us being taught through men, Israelite men, right? Which those Israelite men that we've been taught by, okay, is the elder apostles of the great millstone, okay? This is the book of Micah chapter 2 and verse 3. Therefore thus saith the Lord, behold, against this family do I devise an evil, from which ye shall not remove your necks, neither shall ye go haughtily, for this time is evil. In that day shall one take up a parable against you, and lament with a doleful lamentation, and say, we be utterly spoiled, he hath changed the portion of my people. How hath he removed it from me? Turning away, he hath divided our fields. Therefore thou shalt have none that shall cast a cord by lot in the congregation of the Lord. Prophesy, prophecy ye not, say them that prophesy. They shall not prophesy to them, that they shall not take shame. O thou that art named the house of Jacob, is the spirit of the Lord straitened? So it's speaking about Jacob. Let's speak about Israel, right? Are these his doings? Do not my words do good to him that walketh uprightly? So do to us not walking uprightly. Do to us not following the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Now we're subject to these needs. Now we are literally subjects. Okay? It says, Verse 8, even of late my people is risen up as an enemy, right? The children of Israel. Ye pull off the robe with the garment from them that pass by securely as men averse from war. You stripping us. You trying to take us away from our heritage, man. What are you trying to put on us? Right? Basically you trying to put nothing on us, really. You trying to leave us out here spiritually naked, man. All right, verse 9, it says, the women of my people have ye cast out from their pleasant houses, from their children have ye taken away my glory forever. Just ruined us. Ruin, ruin what it means to be an Israelite, man. Growing up, hey, having two parents. Jake don't know what the fuck that feels like on an average scale. Jake, and any Jake knows that, hey, growing up without a pops, you gonna get into all types of shit. Okay? My father died when I was young, Technically, I was a man when he passed away. I think I was like maybe 12, 13, right? But I didn't know him, right? I got maybe 2 memories, all right? That's the curses. Us being 2 years old and your father step out. Us being 6 years old and your father step out, or you 14, 15, 16. And Jake, that's a very similar story with Jake. I can only think of maybe 2 memories, right, of being around my father. So I had to be maybe like 4 years old, 4 or 5 years old, and this nigga gone. This nigga is gone. Do we know? Do we know at that age what's going on? Hell no. We don't know about the curses, right? We don't know about the hell that we're about to face. All we know is what? Oreos, playing outside, drinking a fruit pouch, hopscotch, action figures. That's what the fuck we were given, man. Instead of being told who we are and our purpose, man. The 12 tribes of Israel have a purpose here on the earth, man. And that purpose is being hidden on purpose. That purpose is being hidden on purpose. That should be the title of the video. All right, our purpose is being hid on purpose. The 12 tribes of Israel, and I'm speaking more specifically about the elect. About the elect, let me reiterate that. About the elect, you are leaders. You are noble men. You are high class. You are royalty. These people that are on this sign really are meant to rule the earth. Right? Yet, what are you now? You rappers, NBA players. That's all low-level bullshit, man. You're supposed to be the governing body of the kingdom of heaven. That's what you're supposed to be. Anyways, Micah chapter 2 and verse going down to 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. So you don't need to get comfortable here. It's real easy to get comfortable. Right? Because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction. So that's why you see as people stay here longer, especially, once again, the people that are on this sign, right? The longer you're here, really the more bugged out you become, right? It's harder for you to understand this truth as you get older. That's why the Lord usually has men come into this truth when they're young, as teenagers, right? Early 20s, mid-20s. Now, of course, there's exceptions. There's always, exceptions. The Lord, is putting the Spirit on men, that are a little bit more up in age. But for the most part, the bulk amount of men coming to the truth, and they're, teens, early 20s. I came into the truth when I was in my early 20s. Some brothers come into the truth, hey, mid 30s. Some brothers come into the truth at 15. You know, it all depends. It all depends on what the Lord has for you, man. You know. All right, so this is Micah chapter 2 and verse 11. If a man walking in the spirit and falsehood do lie, saying, I will prophesy unto thee of wine and of strong drink, he shall even be the prophet of this people. So that's why the Lord has set up a lot of wicked niggas. We just gonna go ahead and say it flat out. The Lord has gathered up a super group, like an Avengers group of wicked fucking people, right? To teach these people to go off, to teach these people you can do whatever you want to do. Be whatever you want to be. Love is love. Love who you want to love. You know. This place has got to fucking go, man. It's got to. Hey, this place is through. It's over with. You know. Might as well just ball this place up, throw it into the garbage can. This place is through. We can see it. Hey, the people are depressed, angry. You know, they're not content, especially you women, man. And see, the Israelite women, the women that are on this side, you need the kingdom. All right? You wonder why your woman is tripping? She wants to be in the kingdom. She just don't know that. You wonder why you catching hell? You want to be in the kingdom. You don't want to be fucking here, stuck here. Doing what? It ain't shit to do here but catch hell, man. You know, despite that trip to Turks and Caicos, you know, you going bungee jumping. You know, Jake like taking selfies and shit. You know, fucking Jake, boy. Jake makes me fucking sick. All right, but anyways, Salakia. All right, back to the scriptures. You know, Micah 2 and 12. I will surely assemble, O Jacob, all of these. So, hey, man, at the end of the day, Jake, you cool. Jake, you know, you alright. 2/3 Israel, you're niggas. You're gonna be destroyed alongside this damn devil, right? When it comes to the nukes, right? Not in the kingdom. In the kingdom, you will be whole. You will come through the loins of the elect. And as far as right now, you gotta be fucking destroyed, right? It says. Verse 12, starting off, from the beginning of this once again. Micah 2 and 12, I will surely assemble, O Jacob, all of thee. I will surely gather the remnant of Israel. I will put them together as the sheep of Basra, as the flock in the midst of their fold. They shall make great noise by reason of the multitude of men. So we making noise, us being out on the highways and byways. This is a noise being proclaimed. This is a noise that's coming out. This is something that it can't be ignored. Okay, us going out on the highways and byways, us being on the internet. Okay, this is it's like a warfare, right? You know, you hear the swords clanging, shields. You know what I mean? Us being out here, we're proclaiming, hey, you're through. Okay, Esau, Edom, you're through. All right, go ahead, prepare, get ready for slavery. You know, and I remember brothers, you know, when I was first coming into this truth, you know, that's something, I'm smiling real big because I'm thinking about it. You know, we were always told that, you know, fucking tell these devils to get ready for slavery, man. Get ready for slavery. That was just a really big, saying. You know, get ready for slavery. Get ready for slavery, you know. And it's deeper than that. This ain't just about, telling the self-proclaimed white man that he's going into, captivity. It's deeper than that. Yet, that's a really big part of this story, so to speak. This is a beautiful story that's being told. The story of what? 12 tribes of Israel coming into the knowing of who they are, And Esau Edom coming into the knowing of who he is, man. You got Edomites calling themselves Edomites. That's how you know that we're at the end. Okay? There was a certain time where if you call somebody an Edomite, they're like, hell no, I ain't no Edomite. You know, now they're admitting it. Now they, you know, they on TikTok, you know, bowing and shit. Please forgive us. You're not being forgiven. Hell no. You gonna take that. You gotta take that. You gotta take that spiritual ass whipping through these scriptures, man. Alright, so this is Micah chapter 2 and verse 12. Well, I'm gonna read it again. I will surely assemble, O Jacob, all of thee. So he's gonna gather together the elect, man. I will surely gather the remnant of Israel. Once again, the elect. I will put them together as the sheep of Basra, as a flock in the midst of their fold. Okay, so we need a shepherd. Sheep need a shepherd. You don't just see sheep, cows, oxen. You don't just see them just out in the field, just roaming wild. No, you see a shepherd. You always see a shepherd. And who's that shepherd? Yahawashi HaMashiach. Okay, the anointed deliverer, the anointed savior. Okay. All right, and it reads Micah 2 and 12. I'll read it again. Micah 2 and 12. I will surely assemble, O Jacob, all of thee. I will surely gather the remnant of Israel. I will put them together as the sheep of Basra, as the flock in the midst of their fold. So the chief city of Edom, right, is Basra, as we've been taught. So us, we basically in the belly of the beast, so to speak. We are at the place of Esau Edom's judgment. This place right here, this is going to be basically a flaming memorial. Now of course, the flame's going to die down after a while, but through the Spirit, it's going to take a minute, man. The flames ain't going to die down the next day. No, man. You got to think about it. The Lord is going to destroy this place in an hour, man. The scriptures speak about for in 1 hour, and it speaks about that three different occasions, or in the same chapter, they speak about it, three times, Beautiful. Barakati Habashim Yahushai. Barakati Habashim Yahushai. Barakati Habashim Yahushai. Revelation chapter 18. I'm going to start from the top. The point is down in 10, but hey, through the Spirit, I'm going to just go ahead and I'm going to read it. Forgive me. Esau with his loud ass motorcycles, man. Revelation chapter 18 and verse 1. And it reads, and after these things I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. You fucking heathens, man. You heathens, man. May the Lord, Yahawashi HaMashiach, destroy you damn heathens, man. I'm tired of even looking at you fucking disgusting, dirty, nasty, heathens, man. And yes, we're gonna keep preaching and prophesying the downfall of you other nations too, man. It ain't just Esau, man. You fucking heathens got a lot to pay for also. All right, so it reads, verse 3. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her. And the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. So how did you get rich? Okay? How the hell did you get rich? You know how you got rich. Okay? Basically selling all the, selling your wares, selling these different things to Jake, man. Salaki, it might start raining. I might have to move the camera back a little bit, but luckily there's a hood right here. I'm at the library down here in downtown FWB, FW. Okay. Revelation chapter 18 and verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people, the 12 tribes of Israel." More specifically the elect. Right? That ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. So that's the extension of the Lord's hand. Right? And ultimately that's us living. Okay? This is living water. You can drown. You can drown in what is it? 6 inches of water, or something of that sort, man. So imagine, rushing living water, man. It's very easy to drown in this. That's why 2/3 of Israel, they drown in this word, man. They wrestle with this word. They can't. Ultimately, they can't handle the truth, right? Esau can't handle this truth. That's why he fighting us on the scriptures, man. Hey, quit fighting us and start, doing your push-ups. Practice the picking of cotton, and we're gonna make your ass pick cotton, man. Even if we don't use it for nothing, which we are, we're gonna find a use for the cotton. We're gonna make your ass pick it, even if we don't have a use for it at a particular time. You're gonna pick it anyways, man. It's not going to be no gloves. You're going to be barehanded. Just like how we had to do it. Alright? So, this is the book of Revelation, chapter 18, and verse 3. For all the nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people," right? The Israelites, the elect of Israel, "that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues." So this is life. This is life everlasting for the elect, and basically death for everybody else. Right? It says, verse 5, it says, "For her sins have reached unto heaven, and Yahweh Hashem Yahushai hath remembered her iniquities." So the Lord remembers you niggas, man. Okay, he about to pull your card, man, so to speak. Like the other brother out there at the LA camp, Lord is on your bumper, man. He's on your bumper, man. He on your ass. You about this close. All we need is the MOTB to get popping, okay? All we need is for the MOTB to be implemented on a worldwide scale, man. Then this shit, it's all downhill from here. It's already downhill, man. This is a downhill slope. Okay, we seeing the people just through, done. So they gonna have their arms out, man. A lot of individuals that are going to willingly accept this. They're going to willingly accept what? The chip. They're going to be ready for the chip. They're going to beg for the chip. Just like, the juice, they're going to beg for the chip, man. All right, so anyways, Revelation chapter 18 and verse 6. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works. And the cup which she had filled to her double. So all the shit that we had to go through, you're going to have to go through that. Okay? Us being destroyed, you're going to have to go through being destroyed. And then ultimately this whole landmass, this place that you call America, Babylon the Great, daughter of Babylon, is going to be completely destroyed by thermonuclear missiles in 1 hour. And we're going to prove it with the scriptures. Like, what's his name? What is his name? But wait, there's more, through the Spirit. Okay, it says, Revelation 18 and 7. How much she had glorified herself. You proud fucking devils. You set yourself up, right, as basically the leader of the world, okay? It says, and live deliciously. Who else is living like the Edomites here in America? Y'all niggas, y'all are on a whole nother tip, man. It says, so much torment and sorrow give her. For she said in her heart, I sit a queen and am no widow and shall see no sorrow. And you proud ass Babylonians, you constantly speak about how, this place has never been touched. This is the virgin daughter of Babylon. This place has never been touched. And the Lord has a specific spirit go out. Basically a decree that's put out, okay, this place can't be attacked, until I say so. Okay? Until I say, It says, therefore shall her plagues come in 1 day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, Ba'ashem HaRakakodash, who judgeth her. Judgeth what? This place, America. This place is being judged. All right? And so this place being judged, and now it's going to physically be judged, man. Let me read that again. Revelation 18 and 8. Therefore shall her plagues come in 1 day. All this. You're going to see the downfall of this place come in 1 day. Okay? Death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem HaRakakodash, who judgeth her. And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning. So, you're going to have, these elite, they're going to be basically seeing the destruction of this place. Right? They're going to have these high, the nuclear-powered yachts, submarines, things like that. These bunkers. Right? And it speaks about in the book of Amos, I believe, that though they dig into the ground, roughly paraphrasing, the Lord is basically going to get to them, Once again, roughly paraphrasing. All right, so it says, Revelation chapter 18 and verse 10. Standing afar off for fear of her torment, saying, alas, alas, that great city, Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. So they know. That's why they're getting the hell up out of here. All these different CEOs, they dipping. Alright, well shit, let me step down and, okay, let my second in command run it. Alright, because these CEOs, they're watching the videos, man. They're watching Great Millstone videos. They have people, right, that they pay to watch the Great Millstone videos. You have a whole segment of individuals on YouTube that watch the Great Millstone videos, man. And even in their lower state, Esau is proud, man. Esau Edom. Look, man, that's the modern day caveman. All right. Like I said, you know, through the spirit, I'm gonna start turning the camera more and just start showing the throughness, man. All right, so this is Revelation 18, and it's like 10. Once again, I'm going to read it again. Standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, that great city Babylon, America, that mighty city, for in what hour is thy judgment come? And the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise anymore. This place is through. What you gonna do? You know? Verse 12. The merchandise of gold and silver and precious stones, and of pearls and fine linen, and purple, and silk, and scarlet, and all thine wood, and all manner vessels of ivory, and all manner vessels of most precious wood, and of brass, and iron, and marble, and cinnamon, and odors, and ointments, and frankincense, and wine, and oil, and fine flour, and wheat, and beasts, and sheep, and horses, and chariots, and slaves, and souls of men. Everything, man. All this shit is flopping, man. This place is through. This place is done, man. Okay? It says, verse 14, And the fruits that thy soul lusted after are departed from thee, and all things which are dainty and goodly are departed from thee, and thou shalt find them no more at all. So, all, you know, the Krispy Kreme, you know, rock climbing, you know, all these different things, you know, all this shit that they selling to you, man. You know, this place is through, man. Let me read that once again. Revelation 18 and 14. And the fruits that thy soul lusted after are departed from thee, and all things which were dainty and goodly are departed from thee, and thou shalt find them no more at all. Hey man, in that time you're gonna be thinking about, you know, you're gonna be thinking about a Whataburger. You're gonna be thinking about a Burger King Whopper. You're gonna be thinking about, you know, oh man, I wish I had some now and laters, and all that bullshit. Right? Yeah, you're gonna be thinking about, oh man, I wish I could drive my car one more time. You know, take that trip one more time, buy those new pair of jeans one more time. You know, you're going to have that one more time spirit. Okay, Daft Punk one more time spirit, man. You're going to be wishing upon a teensy-weensy whittle star, man. And it ain't going to come to your fruition, man. It ain't going to come to fruition, Salaki. You cannot stop anything from happening, Esau. Okay? My best advice is to get ready for slavery. Alright, it says, the merchants of these things, which were made rich by her, shall stand afar off for the fear of her torment, weeping and wailing. You know, you're going to be crying. You're going to be in them bunkers. You're going to be in the submarine. Oh. You know, y'all gonna be real deal crying, man. Wailing. You know, and brothers have heard, you know, what somebody wailing sounds like. You can feel the pain coming out of them when they wail, man. And you just ask any brother, you know, next time you hold camp, you know, can you describe what a wail is for brothers that don't know, you know, the sound of somebody wailing? That shit shakes you up, man. You know? I heard an individual wailing one time, man. That shit shook me to my core. I'm not even going front, man. I really felt that. You know, you feel the anguish and the pain in their voice, man. All right, so anyways, it says, once again, right? Revelation 18:16, and saying, Alas, alas, that great city, okay, America, that was clothed in fine linen and purple and scarlet and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls. So all those items, which, these are specific items, but it's speaking about merchandise on a general scale, right? Who takes in these items? Okay, America, right? It says, For in 1 hour so great riches is come to naught, and every shipmaster and all the company in ships and sailors, and as many as trade by sea, stood afar off, and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, What city is like unto this great city? So no place, right, can be compared to America. Right? Any country on the planet pales in comparison to America. Okay? It says, verse 19, and they cast dust on their heads and cried, weeping and wailing, saying, Alas. Okay? Hey, rev your engines up, Esau. It don't fucking matter, man. Esau think that's a flex. I don't give a shit about that, man. You're through. All right. Anyways, we're not gonna let him distract, the word from coming out. So Salakia, forgive me. Revelation 18 and 17. For in 1 hour, so great riches is come to naught, and every shipmaster and all the company of ships and sailors, and as many as trade by sea, stood afar off, and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, What city is like unto this great city? And they cast dust on their heads, and cried, weeping and wailing, saying, Alas, alas, that great city, wherein were made wherein were made rich all that had ships in the sea by reason of her costliness. So who owns the ships? Who owns the insurance, for these items? Who owns the insurance for these ships? Who runs the companies that are, that are basically pushing this trade? Esau Edom, the elite, man. You don't have some guy working a 9 to 5 who scraped up enough change, to get a giant boat going, man. It's not the case. Man, it's so bad out here. You got Edomites with box braids, man. I'm sitting here looking at one. It's a snow bunny right now. Snow bunny running across with box braids, man. That's how you know this place is through. Oh, that's another thing too. The different makeup, the perfumes, all these different things. These high dollar items, right? Anyways, and the point is made once again in 19 for the third time, right? Revelation 18 and 19. And they cast dust on their heads and cried, weeping and wailing, saying, Alas, alas, that great city, wherein were made rich all that had ships in the sea, by reason of her costliness. For in 1 hour is she made desolate. So this place, right? It's speaking about here, man. It ain't speaking about on the other side of the pond, so to speak. Hey, that's the spirit. That's the spirit. The lights. The light poles are flickering on and on. Or on and off on that one, man. Or I can tell you how about Shimei outside. Beautiful. All right. So what are we to do as this is taking place? Revelation 18 and 20, and rejoice, Slakia. Revelation 18 and 20. Rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets. So Israel is supposed to be rejoicing, right? And more specifically, the elect. For Yahweh Shemi Yahushai hath avenged you on her. And that's the Lord's doing, man. The Lord is doing that. The Lord is causing this place to fall. And we truly have to be, grateful for that. He's doing it for us, man. He's doing it for the hopeful elect. You know, Lord's will, we do our part. We do what we have to do. You know, to recognize, you know, through the spirit power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, by Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You know? Hey, and that's the spirit. That's the spirit. Because I'm about to go into a mark of exemption. You know? So that's in Ezekiel chapter 9 and verse 4, but I'm gonna read from the top. And then I'm going to go to, I believe, the 37th chapter. Let's touch on that. Ezekiel chapter 9 and verse 1. He cried also in my ears with a loud voice, saying, cause them that have charge over the city to draw near, every man with his destroying weapon in his hand. And behold, 6 men came from the way of the higher gate, which lieth toward the north, and every man a slaughter weapon in his hand. And one man among them was clothed with linen, with a writer's inkhorn by his side. And they went in and stood beside the brazen altars. And the glory of the power of Israel was gone up from the cherub, whereupon he was, to the threshold of the house. And he called to the man clothed with linen, which had the writer's inkhorn by his side. And the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and cry for all the abominations that are done in the midst thereof. Right? And, you know, who's sighing and crying? The elect. Right? And to the others he said in mine hearing, go ye after him through the city and smite. Let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity. So everybody else, they basically gonna die, right? Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children and women. But come not near any man upon whom is the mark, and begin at my sanctuary. So it's going to start with those who know that they're Israelites, you know. That's why, you know, we got to be very cautious, you know, about the way that we teach, how we're teaching, what we're teaching. You know, we have to make sure that it's in the proper format. Basically, we first on the list. Hey man, if we are of the 2/3, basically you the first on the list to fucking get it. You know, and just like your parents, you know, when you get an ass, the first person to get their ass beat, that's the worst ass whipping. You know, so through the spirit, hey, that's the first people to get their ass beat. Those who know that they're Israelites. So the Father's going to really fucking wear us out. Now, Lord's will, I'm not of that number. Of the individuals, you know, the Israelites, more specifically, Salakia, that are going to be getting beat down and crushed and destroyed. Lord's will, I'm of the elect. Lord's will, you sincere brothers of the elect. You know. Ezekiel chapter 9 and verse 5, it says, and to the others he said in mine hearing, go ye after him through the city and smite. Let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity. Right? Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children and women. But come not near any man upon whom is the mark, and begin at my sanctuary. Then they began at the ancient men which were before the house. And he said unto them, defile the house and fill the courts with the slain. Go ye forth. And they went and slew in the city. And it came to pass, while they were slaying them, I was left, that I fell upon my face and cried and said, O Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, wilt thou destroy all the residue of Israel, and thy pouring out of thy fury upon Jerusalem? So there were so many people dying, it seemed like nobody was going to get saved, right? Then said he unto me, the iniquity of the house of Israel and Judah is exceeding great, and the land is full of blood, and the city full of perverseness. For they say, the Lord hath forsaken the earth, and the Lord seeth not. So that's Jake. Oh, no, ain't nothing going on. Lord don't see. Well, why are we catching hell? If the Lord can see us, why are we going through the things that we're going through, right? It says, verse 10, and as for me also mine eyes shall not spare, neither will I have pity, but I will recompense their way upon their heads. So hey, you doing dirt, it's going to come back on you, right? It says, verse 11, and behold, the man clothed with linen, which had the inkhorn by his side, reported the matter, saying, I have done as thou hast commanded me. Then I looked, and behold, in the firmament that was above the head of the cherubims, there appeared over them as it were a sapphire stone, as the appearance of the likeness of a throne. And he spake unto the man clothed with linen, and said, Go in between the wheels, even under the cherub, and fill thine hand with coals of fire from between the cherubims, and scatter them over the city. And he went in my sight, and he went in my sight. Now the cherubim stood on the right side of the house when the men went in, and the cloud filled the inner court. Then the glory of the Lord went up from the cherubim and stood over the threshold of the house, and the house was filled with the cloud, and the court was full of the brightness of the Lord's glory. And the sound of the cherubim's wings was heard even to the outer court, as the voice of the Almighty power when he speaketh. And it came to pass that when he had commanded the man clothed with linen, saying, Take fire from between the wheels, from between the cherubims, then he went in and stood beside the wheels. You know, so it's going to be chariots out here, you know. Shit is going to get serious. And there appeared in the cherubims the form of a man's hand under their wings. And when I looked, behold, the four wheels by the cherubims, one wheel by one cherub, and another wheel by another cherub, and the appearance of the wheels was as the color of beryl stone. And as for their appearances, they four had one likeness, as if a wheel had been in the midst of the wheel. So you know, that's them. You know how they constantly want to say flying saucer. You know, that propulsion system. You know, which that's gonna be far out to sea, man. When they went upon their four sides. They turned not as they went, but to the place whither the head looked, they followed it. They turned not as they went. In their whole body, in their backs, in their hands, in their wings, and the wheels were full of eyes round about, even the wheels even the wheels that they four had. As for the wheels, it was cried unto them in my hearing, A wheel. And every one had four faces. The first face was the face of a cherub, and the second face was the face of a man, and the third the face of a lion, and the fourth the face of an eagle. And the cherubims were lifted up. This is the living creature that I saw by the river of Chabar, right? And through the spirit, right? I don't know, right? Through the spirit. Now, of course, you know, studying, you know, researching, you know, doing what I need to do through the spirit. You know, this is something that can be learned if the spirit, the power of Yahweh Shemi Ashai is working with you. Okay, me being a young man, I'm gonna go ahead and go to my next. I'm gonna go to my next point, man. Okay, and that's something that I'm gonna have to make note of. Okay, and get learned and taught. You know, or ask an elder brother. You know, something of that nature. I don't have my. Do I have my pen on me? And that's something that we were taught. Hey, don't go freestyling, you know, and remixing the scriptures, man. If you don't know, stay up out of there, get some understanding, get taught, okay, and move forward, man. Yep, I got a pen. The water Yahweh Shema Shah. Bashim Yahweh Shai for that. Jake playing that mariachi music. Let's go ahead before I get this point. Let's go ahead and get that we do know all things through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Yet we have to be, we have to be taught. We can't be in the spirit of, oh, I fucking know everything, man. Yet by praying to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, by having a man of the Lord, show us, us studying up on it, we will know, The book of 1 John chapter 2 and verse 20. But ye have an unction from the Holy One, and ye know all things. So through the spirit power of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, okay, we know all things. Okay? Yet there's a process to that, we can't neglect the process. We can't neglect the process that Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai has set up, There is a process, there are men you can go to, specifically, men of the hopeful elect, brothers within Great Millstone, we can ask, man. That's what brothers are there for, man. All right, so this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 51. Verse 20, basically speaking on, rebellious Jake. Even though we're out here, we're out here on the highways and byways, proclaiming, the beautiful works of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. We're seen as nothing, which is fine. It's cool, what I mean? In 2/3 of Israel, they're gonna basically have that same spirit. Oh, y'all niggas, because they're the 2/3 of Israel. So of course they think everybody is the 2/3, man. We have to have the mindset that we are of the elect, and do the things that the elect, should and will do. All right, so this is Isaiah chapter 50. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 51, and I said that the point was at 20. So I'll go straight to 20. Thy sons have fainted. They lie at the head of all the streets. As a wild bull in a net, they are full of the fury of the Lord, the rebuke of thy power. Therefore, hear now this, thou afflicted and drunken, but not with wine. Thus saith the Lord, Slakia. Thus saith thy Lord, the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and thy power, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, that pleadeth the cause of his people. Behold, I have taken out of thine hand the cup of trembling, even the dregs of the cup of my fury. Thou shalt no more drink it again. All right, and like it was spoken of, in the book of Revelation, spoke on earlier, 18th chapter. Right, it speaks about that cup basically, if I'm not mistaken. It says, even the dregs of the cup of my fury, thou shalt no more drink it again. But I will put it into the hand of them that afflict thee, which have said to thy soul, bow down, that we may go over. And thou hast laid thy body as the ground and as the street to them that went over. So look at us, man. Let me read that again. Isaiah 51 and 23. But I will put it into the hand of them that afflict thee. So Esau, Edom, yo ass, now you getting it, right? Which have said to thy soul, bow down, that we may go over. Yeah, look how they doing us, man. And thou hast laid thy body as the ground and as the street to them that went over. So we are still subject to them. We are still captive to the red Hebrew Edomite, aka the so-called white man. Isaiah 52 and 1. Awake, awake, put on thy strength, O Zion. Put on thy beautiful garments, O Jerusalem, the holy city. For henceforth there shall no more come into thee the uncircumcised and the unclean. Shake thyself from the dust, arise and sit down, O Jerusalem. Loose thyself from the bands of thy neck, O captive daughter of Zion. For thus saith the Lord, ye have sold yourselves for naught, and ye shall be redeemed without money. So the Lord got us, man. The Lord gonna get us out of this situation, right? Because it speaks about in the scriptures in the book of Deuteronomy, how basically no man shall buy us. Okay? Right, so the only person that can get us out of this, right? The only power that can get us out of this is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Verse 4, for thus saith the Lord power, my people went down aforetime into Egypt to sojourn there, and the Assyrian oppressed them without cause. Right, so we were in the Egyptian captivity, the Assyrian captivity, right? Medo-Persian captivity, right? In the most crucial and extreme captivity, which is, the captivity here in America. Now, Jake will argue and say, well, they was getting their ass beat in Egypt. That's true. Yet, okay, first off, they knew that they were Israelites. So that already makes this captivity worse. Is that Jake, on a larger scale, doesn't know who he is. That in itself makes this captivity worse than the captivity that was in Egypt. All right, it says, verse 5, it says, now therefore, what have I here, saith the Lord, that my people is taken away for naught? They that rule over them make them to howl. So you see the hell that Jake pictured, right? Saith the Lord, and my name continually every day is blasphemed. Do they not blaspheme the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai? On the daily, man. On the daily. This shit is happening every day. They're speaking ill of the men of the Lord. Well, Salaki. They're speaking ill of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai first and foremost. Then they're speaking ill of the men, right? Well, Salaki once again. They're speaking ill of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. They're speaking ill of this word. Alright, and then they're speaking ill of the men. Alright, forgive me. The Spirit just has me to correct that. That's what it's all about, man. The Spirit correcting us, man. You know, and that correction comes through men. You know, that correction comes through men. We gotta have that. We gotta have that understanding. We gotta have that fear of Yahweh Shemi Shai. We need a fear, not teaching the word right. You know. All right. So it reads. It's lucky, but these people. The last thing that these people, would expect, just coming out here is walking past the library downtown, and you have a so-called black man out here reading the Bible. That's terrifying, man. That's a terrifying sight. Okay? Verse 6. Therefore my people shall know my name. Right? So, once again, the elect knows the name. All right, what's the name? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Right? Therefore my people shall know my name. Therefore they shall know in that day that I am he that doth speak. Behold, it is I. So once again, that's where you get the name Yahweh. He exists for he to be. Right? And it says, verse 7, how beautiful upon the mountains are the feet of him that bringeth good tidings, that publisheth peace, that bringeth good tidings of good, that publisheth salvation, that saith unto Zion, thy power reigneth. So, that's us proclaiming peace, right? That's us proclaiming to the 12 tribes of Israel, there is a Savior, right? Yahweh Shema Shai is coming back. Yet, the MOTB has to come into effect. WW3 has to pop off. The people have to be out here in the streets going wild, going buck wild, consuming each other's flesh. All these things have to take place, We can't just skip to the kingdom. As much as we would like that, the flesh would like us to just be there already. That's why the flesh basically is battling, the spirit. Because the flesh wants to be destroyed, man. The flesh wants to be destroyed. Oh, I want to eat this. I want this. I want that. I want to get with a chick that already has a man. That's you destroying your flesh. So the flesh, man. The flesh is really gonna, crave, sin, man. Sin and the flesh basically go hand in hand. Yet righteousness and the spirit go hand in hand even more, man. The spirit, man, the spirit can triumph the body, man. Verse 8, thy watchmen shall lift up the voice. With the voice together they shall sing. So all the brothers that are, sincere in this truth, in this ministry, brothers who are preaching this truth in all sincerity and in faith in the one doctrine of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, the proper doctrine of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, which primarily is coming from the elder apostles of Great Millstone, elder bishops of Great Millstone, elder brothers of Great Millstone, brothers of Great Millstone, and those who are affiliates of the elder apostles of the Great Millstone. Me being one of those brothers, man. All right, so it says, verse 8, once again, thy watchmen shall, Salakia. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 52, and verse 8. Thy watchmen shall lift up the voice, with the voice together they shall sing, for they shall see eye to eye, when the Lord shall bring again Zion. So we seeing eye to eye. We don't all have a different opinion on things. We all in one accord with the spirit, power of Yahweh Shema Shai, as far as the hopeful elect, men of Yahweh Shema Shai who preach this word in sincerity and in faith. All right, let me read that again. That's beautiful. Right? Isaiah chapter 52 and verse 8. Thy watchmen shall lift up the voice, with the voice together with the voice together shall they sing, for they shall see eye to eye, when the Lord shall bring again Zion. Break forth into joy, sing together, ye waste places of Jerusalem. For the Lord hath comforted his people, he hath redeemed Jerusalem. Right? To redeem means to buy back, man. The Lord hath made bare his holy arm in the eyes of all the nations, and all the ends of the earth shall see the salvation of our power. So you're gonna see the chariots, man. Some, some are gonna die from seeing the chariots, man. They just gonna fucking perish. They just gonna fall over. And then of course, the chariots gonna be shooting out the laser beams. You know what I mean? You're gonna have chariots. You're gonna have a large chariot, and then you're gonna have chariots that come out of that chariot. You're gonna have chariots that come out of that chariot, and chariots that come out of that chariot. See, the Lord, man, the Lord is gonna be. Hey, and these aren't gonna be no dull chariots, man. These are gonna be chariots, multiple lights and things. Much like the image. That's the thumbnail of my channel. The Lord likes variety, so it's going to be all types of different colored chariots, all sorts of different designs and purposes. Yet the ultimate purpose is to what? Okay, to gather up the elect, to beam up the elect, and simultaneously destroy this wicked-ass kingdom, Babylon the Great. All right. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and end it there to the Spirit. Lord's will, you brothers were edified, man. I'm going to go ahead and do the Spirit. The Spirit allows later on, whether that's today or most likely tomorrow, read up, on the Ezekiel, the 11th chapter or the 10th chapter, whichever one, that I didn't know to the Spirit. Speak to, an elder brother, speak to a brother, that knows about that, and go through those things and research that and study that. That's what it's all about. You're not gonna know, everything just from the jump, man. You gotta ultimately humble down, man. It's very important to humble down, man. This place teaches you to not humble down, right? This place teaches you that basically everything. Which in fact, if you act like you know everything, you really don't know nothing, man. So once again, let me, since I was speaking about the return of the Lord, right? Because once again, that can't take place without, the chip. So we just gonna go into that real quick. And all the thotties in the acid wash jeans. All that, man. This place is coming to an end, man. The sun is setting on this place, man. All right, so this is Revelation. This is Revelation chapter 13 and verse 16. It reads, "And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name." So, in the times to come, you're going to have the chip, the girl's going to be going out, they're going to be going to the bar. No more showing your ID. No more showing your ID to the bouncer, man. They're going to show the chip to the bouncer. Okay, the bouncer going to scan it. All right, they're going to walk, okay, boom, boom, they're going to walk into the club. Okay, they're going to go, they're going to order a drink. Boom. Okay, they're going to scan the chip. And this is something we can see, man. Brothers need to watch that show, Black Mirror, man. They're watching different episodes of Black Mirror, kind of showing a sci-fi future. Basically, this is how things would be if Esau continued his rulership. That's essentially what Black Mirror is, and there's very current aspects, like certain things that are happening in there are already taking place, man. So that's something that we have to look forward to. We have to look forward to the chip. We have to look forward to seeing the people getting destroyed, man. We have to look forward to the uplifting of the children of Israel. Okay, the elect. That's something to look forward to, man. This is the time in which we got to crank harder than ever. Forget what the young ladies are doing, man. Forget, what, all this and that is coming out, right? That newest mixtape, that newest album. When Jake was in the world, that's something that Jake was into. Basically every brother, at one point, hey, this artist just dropped a new album. All right, we're not worried about that, man. The spirit power behind Shemiah Shai, we gotta be preparing ourselves for this chip. Okay, the MOTB is on the way, the chip is on the way. Let me once again read this. Revelation 13 and 16, and he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. That is coming, that is on its way, it's coming down the pipeline. In order for the Heavenly Father, to return to his Son, that must happen. Okay, that's going to lead me. That's going to lead me to Revelation chapter 14. Okay, now I'm gonna end it. After this, through the Spirit. You always got one more. Revelation 14:1, and I looked, and lo, a Lamb stood on the Mount Zion, and with him 144,000, having his Father's name written in their foreheads. And I heard a voice from heaven as the voice of many waters, and as the voice of a great thunder. And I heard the voice of harpers harping with their harps. And they sung as it were a new song before the throne, and before the four beasts, and the elders. And no man could learn that song but the 144,000 which were redeemed from the earth. So these are men. These are men that are going to have that understanding, right? That's really what the elect is, man. The elect are those who have that understanding. Okay, and those 144,000 are going to be crowned, man. They're going to literally be crowned. The 144,000 is going to be crowned. Okay? They're gonna be the highest level of the governing body of the kingdom of heaven. Okay, and this is going to happen. We have to wait for the chip, man. In order to have Yahweh Shemiah Shai come back, the chip must come first, man. This is something that we are watching. And I pray in the name of Yahweh Shemiah Shai that the chip comes this year. Alright, so Lord's will, you are edified. Okay? Call halal. Salaki. Let me go ahead and face the east. With all praise, honor, and glory. Unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Yekach, Madash. Alright, double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, who rule well and teach well. And sincere salutations to you, hopeful elect. You hopeful elect Akim, who are pushing this word all throughout the four winds of the earth. Right? Help seal the elect of the 12 tribes of Israel, the people who are on this sign, man. Let's go ahead and read it real quick. Right? Judah, you so-called Negroes. Benjamin, you so-called West Indians. Levi, you so-called Haitians. Ephraim, you so-called Puerto Ricans. Manasseh, you so-called Cubans. Simeon, you so-called Dominicans. Zebulon, you so-called Guatemalans, Panamanians, right? Which you were also known as Mayans at one time, so-called. Gad, you so-called Native American Indians. Reuben, you so-called Seminole Black Indians. Asher, you so-called Colombians, Uruguayans. At one point, you were the so-called Incans. Issachar, you so-called Mexicans, which you were also called so-called Aztecs at one time. And last but not least, Naphtali, you so-called Argentinians, Chileans. Also, you speckled birds, okay, who look like the other nations, but your line goes back to Israel. Lord's will, you brothers, okay, and you few sisters were edifying. Lord's will, this was an edifying camp. And you brothers stay up, man. You brothers stay up. We've been told, from a little birdie, we've been told from a little birdie, okay, I'm going to just go ahead and throw it out here, Esau. He's told us, right, that this MOTB technology is coming through the form of what? CBDCs. How are these things? How is this money going to be accessed? That has to have a wallet. That wallet is the chip, man. We got to keep watching for the chip. And when the chip comes, we're gonna praise Yahweh Shemiah Shai. We're praising Yahweh Shemiah Shai now. We're gonna praise him even more and more as these prophecies continue to come to pass, man. All right, so Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. All right? And Kwame Yasharala, DTA and Abba Babal. Very, very soon, man. Brock, call Akim to you brothers, man. Okay? Hey, praises to you brothers, man, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Shai for continuing to move forward through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. This is your brother Gawar Ara, and may Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai watch over you brothers, man. You brothers in your households, man. Keep pushing through the spirit. All right, keep pushing through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All right, shalom.